What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Vainglory video. So in today's video we'll actually be talking about the new skins coming out in update 4.9. For those of you guys who are not keeping up with the social media accounts of Vainglory, don't worry, I got you. I am here to inform you what is coming out in update 4.9. And as well, after I talk about the skins, I'll be going over the patch notes for update 4.9. So let's dive right into it. So yes, in this update we're actually going to complete the entire whooshing set. So we're going to get whooshing metal Leo and whooshing water magnet. So that completes the whole set. We already have the Kestrel skin, we already have the Taka skin, and we already have the Finn skin. We just needed water and we needed metal, and that completes the entire set. And also we're going to get Jewel Thief Kashka. So let me know what skins you guys will be getting this update. I'm really curious to know what skin will probably get the most attention this update. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's either the Kashka or Magnus skin. You know, Magnus, hello, pentakill with that skin, probably gonna look insane. So with that being said, let's get the skins out of the way and let's dive right into the update 4.9 patch notes. So from the looks of it, no items are getting changed in any way this update, but we have a lot of heroes from the carry position to the support position that are going to get quite a few changes. Since most Unka players generally max Dance of Blades first, her engage distance was a little lackluster, especially at early levels. These changes should help her be more consistent with when and where she can pick fights with the enemy. So her A, Shimmer Blade, the range is getting adjusted. So at max level is actually staying the same. It's still going to be 12. However, at level 1, it's going to go from 8 and it's going to jump to 10. And it's going to stay at 10 until max level. So it's no longer going to scale up from 8 to 12. It's just going to be 10 the entire time. And then it's going to jump to 12 once you max it out. And also the damage on her B, Dance of Blades, is getting increased. So at max is now 200 instead of 175. And all the other levels do have a significant damage difference except for level 1. Level 1 is staying the same, but level 2 is jumping up by 5. Level 3 is jumping up by 10, which is 15 overall more damage. Level 4 is jumping up by 15. And max levels jumping up by 25. So overall she's getting a damage increase of 55 if my math is not wrong, which is pretty significant. So this will make Unka meta. Now moving down to Katherine. Katherine has been a nearly unkillable force on the battlefield. This change is intended to make her windows of vulnerability just a tad bit bigger, so players can more easily capitalize when her Storm Guard is down and make her a bit less unstoppable. So Katherine's B, the cooldown is getting increased. So at max level, instead of it being 8 seconds, it is now going to be 11 seconds. But I do believe this is not going to completely take Katherine off of the meta. Now hear me out. Even though this will impact support Kath slightly, at the end of the day, everyone buys cooldown on Katherine. And yes, part of the reason why Katherine's annoying is because of the bubble, but still, once you get to the late game, it honestly will not make a difference. Everyone buys cooldown. Moving down to Ishtar. Ishtar is still proving to be the queen of both House They Unfold and Sovereign's Rise. We felt her base shield was unusually high for a carry, so we reduced that to bring it more in line with other carries. Decreased shield and shield per level, so instead of going from 25 to 74 from levels 1 through 12, it is now going from 20 to 55. Demonic Decree, which is her perk. Basic attack crystal power ratio decreased, so from 35 to 30, so just 5%. And then her Blade Whirl, her B, cooldown increased. So from 7 at max level to 9. So we might see her actually move down to like a third mage pick. And what I mean by that is that usually you have the OPs that get banned or pick, Then you have the heroes you pick for comfort, and then you have her. Like, you might forget that she's still good, you know? So I think that's what we might see with Ishtar here, but don't fully quote me on this one. Moving down to Jewel. Jewel is a hero that can dish out the damage and take it. We wanted her to retain her identity as a tanky bruiser, so we're making changes to her primary damage tools, so she can't have the best of both worlds. So Jewel's Thunder Strike, her B, the weapon ratio is getting decreased by 30%. I feel like that's a pretty significant reduction on Jewel's Thunder Strike, but I'm assuming that knowing it's Jewel, I think just the builds are going to change a little bit. Maybe people are going to buy more damage, and we might see like that little bit of sustain people usually buy on Jewel just get taken off. But still, honestly, that's enough to just take Jewel out of the meta. Miho players have been slicing and dicing opposition. We want the downtime of her ultimate to be greater so that she has to pick and choose her moments a little more carefully. For her A, the damage is getting decreased from 180 at max level to 130. So all the other levels, level 1 it's still the same, level 2 it goes down by 10, level 3 it goes down by 20, level 4 it goes down by 30. In her C, the cooldown is increased by 10 seconds at max level. 10 seconds at max level, and actually across the board 10 seconds on all levels. What we'll see happen to Miho is that we'll actually see players be a lot more careful with how they approach a team fight. I think they're not just going to throw the ult and then spam the A and one-shot you anymore, which is good, but we'll probably see Miho not be picked as much because people might find her to be a little more potato because people got used to just throwing the ultimate, spamming the A and bursting people down with 2 hits. Moving down to Taka, we are giving a little bit of love to Taka's weapon and crystal paths, as well as making it easier for him to engage on his enemies with X Retsu. So Taka's perk, Mortal Strike weapon power ratio, is increased by 10%. The X Retsu, which is the ultimate, the range is increased by 1, and the bleed crystal power ratio increased by 10. So this actually will make Taka pretty meta. Keep an eye out for Taka players because they're going to come out of the woodwork and start playing Taka again. Moving down to Viola. We heard you and we are making several changes to help make Viola a little easier to play, as well as opening up a path for her to become more of a hybrid carry captain. We did redistribute some of her power around her kit since she was a new damaging perk. Wait, what? We did redistribute some of her power around her kit since she has a new damaging perk. Her perk, basic attacks now deal crystal damage and skill with crystal power. Wow. Damage 70 plus 5.5 per level. Crystal power ratio 50%. Weapon power reduced to 0. That's actually insane. Her A, projectile speed and hitbox increased. Oh my god, Viola's gonna be so broken. The barrier increased from 180 to 225 at max level. And not only that, the projectile is faster and you can hit it more easily. So that's gonna be insane. She's actually going to be a top ban / pick. That's pretty insane. And her bonus health ratio is up to 7%. And that's just the A in her perk. That's insane. Discord, her B, projectile speed and hitbox increased as well. Crystal power damage ratio decreased from 150 to 120. And then her power ballad, her C, lowered cooldown. So at the first 2 levels, the cooldown got lowered, and then at max level, it's still the same, which is good because that would have been even more toxic. That's insane. She's actually going to be a top ban / pick. We're going to see Viola become insane meta. Viola will be the meta. Fix the bug where the damage dealt was weapon. Now correctly deals crystal damage. First damage, crystal power ratio decreased from 100 to 80%. Damage over time, crystal power ratio decreased from 30 to 15%. The lullaby, which is her sleep, duration of sleep immunity increased, so from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Duration of sleep immunity increased, so that means that after she uses the ult and you fall asleep, there's a 45-second gap where you can't fall asleep again. Which, even though they did tweak all of that stuff and nerf some things there, this is still going to make her nasty, like insanely nasty. So be careful with this girl. She's going to be all over the place. And then moving down to Vox. Weapon Vox hasn't seen a lot of success in recent patches, so we're making his primary damage tool, Sonic Zoom, hit a bit harder. Additionally, his Resonance Bounce should now deal a respectable amount of damage even while going weapon, since it now will scale with level. So Vox's perk. Damage now scales with hero, so 20 at all levels. So 20 to 75 levels 1 through 12. Oh my god. Jesus. That's insane. In other words, they made Vox broken and indirectly buffed CP Vox as well. And then the Sonic Zoom, which is a basic attack damage increased. Just imagine a Vox Viola comp. That's nasty. That's actually insane. And then lastly, Yates. More ults more often. Yates Iron Mandate. His CE lowered cooldown, so by 10 seconds at max level, and then lowered by 20 seconds at level 1 and 15 seconds at level 2. So we're probably gonna see Yates, Vox, Viola for sure in the meta. Unka, Taka for sure. We'll still see Katherine for sure as well, especially since we have heroes like Unka and Taka come into the meta, because Katherine is a pretty significant counter to them. So at the bottom it says that's all the changes coming in 4.9. Be on the lookout for the 4.9 update notes coming soon. So that is it for the patch notes. So let me know what you guys think on all these changes coming in the next update. And also, I would love to hear your thoughts on the new skins coming out as well. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.